So now Laina is finally breaking her silence, sharing how she really feels about all the back and forth between Nique and King. From Nique's emotional trip to Thailand, to the messy claims that King was blocking her from speaking to Kaiser, Laina's caught in the middle, and she's letting the world know exactly where she stands. And before we jump into the video, let's get this disclaimer in. Chanelalyzing Spilt Tea is for entertainment and commentary purposes only. We encourage viewers to form their own opinions and approach all content with an open but critical mind. While we aim to keep things light, engaging, and respectful, this channel does not intend to defame, insult, or harm anyone personally or professionally. All names, trademarks, and media belong to their respective owners. Sip responsibly, spill kindly, and remember, tea cools, but receipts last forever. Now let's get to it.
Laina goes on to her Snapchat to say, Family Matters was brought to the internet, something that could have been handled behind closed doors. Now I'm receiving death threats, phone calls, text messages. People are doxing my address. Nothing about this is funny, especially because this should have and could have been handled behind closed doors. Now I am having to deal with all this, still having to wake up and be a mother to my children. All children are innocent. This only affects all the children involved. And it's sad because we are grown. We should be able to get through this behind closed doors, not for the public to tear us apart because of real life family situations. The internet already is cruel and evil. All of this is a lot, and everybody valid to feel how they feel. People was wrong on both parts. Bringing it to the media is not solving it. It's just making it worse for the child that's in between all of this. And it's sad. This all could have been handled behind the scenes, not for hundreds to watch, laugh, and make more of a mess. I truly want to be left alone. I've already asked Nique not to include me, and I told her why I blocked her. Not because I didn't want her talking to her son, because the same day she did. At the time, I was in the hospital, depressed, getting dragged all over the internet, and it got worse when she got on Twitch and said what she said. I just don't want to be bothered. Simple. 4 years, I've been to blame for everything that don't work out between them. They are grown as adults. I cannot force them to get along. 1 minute the world's screaming to stay in my place. The next it's I should have did something. Kaiser was never in harm. Kaiser had the best summer, and I'm so thankful we was able to do that for him. I'm so sad it had to end with his parents in a disagreement all over social media. It's a shame. His last day in Thailand, he went school shopping. His dad made a promise. His mother wanted him and was emotional. Both of them are valid to feel how they feel. Nothing is wrong with that. But the media is not no family counselor, and nothing being brought here is for something good or positive. So please leave me and my children out of this. All of our kids will grow up to see this mess, and personally, I'm over it because in a couple weeks, this will all be like it never happened. Just like any other time they don't see eye to eye or disagree. Then all the bashing, hateful word, death threats, lies, for nothing. And then she responded to a comment that someone left that said she didn't say anything on Twitch though for you to block her, and she definitely didn't leak your information either. Laina responds with, I know she didn't, and I know she didn't leak my information, but because all of this gets brought to the internet, this is the extreme her fans go to. And like I said, it's not worth it because in 2 weeks it will be like none of this happened. But me and my kids have to suffer every time they have a disagreement and it's brought online. That's my point, nothing else. She is so valid to feel how she feels, and so is he. But at some point, we have to realize social media will not mend their relationship. It will not make them know how to work together, communicate, heal, nothing. It will just make it worse. And who does that affect at the end? Then she posts her DMs and she says, all of this is what I'm saying when I say people will not leave me out of it. Hundreds of DMs cyberbullying me because 2 grown adults can't get it together. Then she posts a text that she sent to Nique and she says, I'm just tired. 4 years I've been blamed for everything that don't work out when I shut the F up. This ish does not need to be on the internet. These people are so cruel, evil, mean. Kids are involved and I want peace. I want my kids to see their mom cry every day because I'm receiving death threats, phone calls, emails, text messages because 2 grown adults cannot figure out how to co-parent. I'm not to blame. I'm not the one bringing it to social media. And I'm not saying she is the blame. What I'm saying is I've told her so many times what bringing it to the internet does. Her fans take it to the extreme, as you can see. And like I said, in 2 weeks, it will be like this never happened. Why? Because they have a child together, they will always have to communicate with each other. So it's like I went through all of this for y'all argument for no reason, because now everything okay? It's not just one, it's both, because they both can't get it together. But it's her fans that is cyberbullying me because of it.
So of course Nique had to reply, and this is what she had to say.
Nique responded, she said, lack accountability is such an ugly trait. Y'all only care when it's on the internet and somebody's getting dragged. But nobody cared when I was calling over and over and couldn't even talk to my own child. No one cared when I was coming out of pocket for plane tickets, hotels, and everything else just to make sure my baby was good. Lady, you always only cared about yourself and your kids. That's been the problem. As long as that man is good to you and your kids, you're happy, no matter what that means for anybody else. I brought it to the internet because that's the only time y'all actually pay attention. And since I've been forced to cover everything financially, I had to make my money back one way or another. And if Laina isn't woman enough to hold her husband accountable, then I will. Please don't get it twisted. I don't support bullying and harassment. I'm asking y'all to stop bashing them. And Laina, you might want to log off and stay out your DMs for a while. That's what I had to do with my bank account after all those transactions just to get to Thailand. Let's be done talking about this.
Nique ate that hands down. King was wrong. Even though I do believe it shouldn't have made it to the internet, but sometimes you have to go to the extreme to get someone's attention. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, and if you made it this far, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. You won't regret it. Thanks again for watching, and before you go, please do me a favor, like and subscribe so you won't miss out.